So I'm not going to try to sound like a food expert, and I'm not going to try and act like one of those food know-it-alls. Matter of fact, I'll just shut the hell up. Many Detroiters know that this place wasn't all smiles from stuffed bellies of pulled pork and cheers shared over Michigan's finest craft beer. It was ground to what was going to be the tallest rail station in the world. It now rests as a gravestone of opportunity that never took off. Or I'm sure this is what you hear when you read Wikipedia. But for a lot of Detroiters, it's in the past, and we've entered a new era, the era of optimistic construction.
There's just a lot going on that people would miss if they didn't know and they were fearful of Detroit. There's no reason to be fearful of Detroit. Come to Detroit. Visit Detroit. Detroit is a place to be right now.
I see this life being breathed into Detroit, and I totally think that it's just going to build itself up. And I think the rebirth of Detroit, as I would like to call it, is going to start in Corktown.
Maybe Corktown's where it's at, or a place to start. Isn't this documentary about food? Sorry, I get sidetracked when I get hungry.
Alright, so this is what the Detroiters are always talking about, incoming food porn. What is it exactly?
Pork belly.
Pork belly?
Yeah.
Alright, so I was saying before, I'm not a food critic, I'm not a food expert or anything like that. Normally I order the Yardbird. This is the Nature Boy. This is supposed to be exceptional.
We think there's a lot more to this city. Does it start with bringing people together, sharing a hot plate of barbecue ribs, or knocking a few back in one of the most prolific areas of Detroit? Well, you can expect to see more. Owner Phil Cooley built this when he was 26 years old. 8 years later, here we are. Now he's working on contributing even more to the park down the street. But that's another story. For now, we'll say it's the optimism, the belief, and the young heart that takes the old and the new and rides the railroad together.